shocking recovery from bipolar with diet. Let him tell you about it.
When I went through the month with no symptoms, no psychotic symptoms, and no symptoms of mania, on 5 milligrams of Zyprexa, where previously I would have to take up to 20 to even just stay stable, I knew something miraculous was happening. I literally went from not being able to function to everything just fell into place when I went and I was in ketosis, job. I had a girlfriend for a while. I was able to live normally. I stopped drinking, stopped doing drugs. And now it's like, I don't really experience the illness like bipolar disorder per se. It's just a normal life. And I do a lot of other things, exercise, watch my sleep. But really, keto's been a miracle for me. And
this shows the power of dietary modifications that are meant to improve somebody's metabolism, or what is being called metabolic psychiatry. Then he's going to continue to tell you what his life was like before he started a metabolic treatment.
I went into manic episode, psychosis, was hospitalized, delusions. A lot of my psychosis related was around spirituality and enlightenment and different things like that. And so I was hospitalized for a week and a half at Stanford, and I was put on an antipsychotic, and I was taken off it a bit too quickly, and I had another break that fall. And so the short version of the story is, for the next 2 years, I would be in and out of psychosis, never truly well. I tried dozens of medications, dozens of doctors, treatment centers all over the country. Could hardly function, couldn't go to school, couldn't work. I was homeless at one point for a couple of weeks, just running away from my family. It was really difficult. And in 2019, so this would have been, 2018, this would have been a couple of years after, I had a bit of insight when I realized something was very wrong with how I was living the last couple of years. And I had been hospitalized 4 times at this point over the 2016 to 2018, each for a period of about 2 weeks, and each for psychosis, hardcore psychosis and mania. And I was heavily medicated. Mom stumbled upon Dr. Chris Palmer's work in ketogenic therapies for mental illness in 2020, late 2020. I went on the ketogenic diet January 4th of 2021. And I went on it hardcore, and I tracked my ketones. And by March, when I went through the month, I call it March Madness. Everyone gets manic in March. My mom more or less stopped writing in her log that summer because I didn't have any symptoms. And it was almost like the illness had disappeared, and I didn't have to manage my mood by taking extra medication. For the first time, I could just take the same dose daily, and I was fine. I didn't have these manic episodes. And it's really like, it's the closest thing to a panacea that I've ever encountered. I mean, keto was the solution for me.